knots, thrust set. 5500. 3 mark. Rotate.
Test, test, test. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Saturday thought I was muted. Come on now, Mr. Saturday. I'm not going to be muted on the first intro. That would be like not having a battery switch sound modeled on my $7,900 aircraft that I released to the public. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the V1 HQ, coming at you from North Texas, back in the mid-sim. My goodness me, yellow it is. 2020. We are back in Microsoft 2020. I can't believe it's my second stream since the release of 2024. Look, I'm going to fire some shots out, but if you enjoy 2020, don't take it personally. All right, it's just I've drank the Kool-Aid. It's officially changed my eyeballs, and it's hard to look at. But I will say, having this sim pretty much default minus 3 airplanes, it's running really smooth. The frames are good, but you know, I don't have a whole lot of add-ons and stuff. I know when you continue to add on stuff to your sim, it tends to load up, get a little bit harder on the performance. But if yours is running smooth, it's a great sim. We had a lot of fun in it, but here we are. I wanted to do the Leonardo. I know a lot of you are wondering, why aren't we flying the Leonardo MD-80 beta? Well, they have not approved me. So early this morning, around whenever that was posted, like 9 a.m. or something, I submitted my forum request to be approved in the 1998 technology for the Leonardo forums. They have not approved me yet, so I cannot get the beta installer, even though I own the aircraft on 2020. So until I get approved, if I ever get approved, they may not approve me. Who knows? Maybe they don't like me. Maybe I should have went under an alias name. But I'm not approved, so I can't fly the MD-80, so they're dead to me. So we're back in 2020. And what's What's good about this, though, is we do get to showcase, not showcase, it's out, you guys have seen it, but if you haven't heard it yet, the Boris AudioWorks 737 sound set for PMDG. PMDG aircraft, I love them, man. Some people don't. Some people have access to ground PMDG. I personally love the PMDG aircraft. They've always been stable. They've always run smooth. I always thought they had pretty decent sounds, but then you throw in the Boris AudioWorks sound pack, and it's just new life to the sim. So here we go. 2020, we're going Charlotte to Charlotte to Philadelphia. Now, MetroJet, U.S. Airways would probably go into Baltimore. I don't even think they did Charlotte, but I don't have any scenery for Baltimore, so we're going to skip Baltimore. We're going to go to Fly Eagles Fly. We're going to hope they beat the Kansas City Refs in the Super Bowl. So that is the plan for today. MetroJet looking pretty good. This livery is a retro, like 737-200 was what this was on, I believe. So we're taking the 600 variant, which is my favorite because it's the shortest and it's got a clean wing, and we're going to try to pretend we're flying an old classic 737 today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So who's ready? If you're ready, hit the like button. I'm excited, at least for the sounds. And this will be a good test, you know, is this sim really feel, or does this sim rather feel any different than 2024 to me? Let's find out together live as we get this thing fired up. So without further ado, let me just triple check sound settings because I haven't been in 2020 in a long time. Okay, sound settings should be up. You should be able to hear the Boris AudioWorks just fine. But y'all ready to go? I almost spit my tea out, found the Easter egg when you dropped that jump seat. I don't know what you're talking about, Zippy. We're going to have to pop the jump seat. Everyone's telling me about the jump seat stuff here. Bills Mafia, welcome in, my man. Sorry the Bills couldn't do it last night. Man, I was looking at, real quick before we go, that fourth down stop. Dude, why didn't they look at the spot for, it was Kincaid that had the catch just prior to it? I almost thought that he got the first down. I thought that spot was pretty poor. There was no replay assist. They didn't stop the game. The first drive of the game, there's just like a replay assisted first down overturn for the Chiefs, but that never happens for the Bills, or it never happens for the team playing the Chiefs. I don't know, man. I got lots to talk about the NFL. We'll talk about that tonight on Barry Seal Logistics. But let's go ahead and dream about Holmes. I can't. All right, let's stay focused. 737 classic pseudo. Look at this wing, though, y'all. This just makes me. Oops, that's the wrong version. I got to go back. I almost pulled a Fly Navy there and started using default wing views. But this is look at this. This texture from Whiskey Throttle. The flaps are super dirty. It just looks awesome. I also downloaded the Cockpit texture pack to make this thing look used and abused. So that's where you're going to see some used up, worn textures, which I really like. This is bringing me back to my commuting days. Now, one thing I could not figure out, I think it's bugged or I screwed something up. I tried installing it. I can't get it to work. Now, I have nav data in my FMC, I think, but it hangs here. So it's just hung. I don't know what to do. So we don't have charts. I'm not launching Navigraph because it's dead to me. So hopefully ATC doesn't come on and we get hosed. We're going to see if we can figure this out together, though. We've got our flight plan. We're ready to go. So firing it up. If you use Navigraph Hub, no need to touch that. Okay, I do use Navigraph Hub, Turk. I do use Navigraph Hub. Maybe I thought I was supposed to do that in there like on the 777. Bram, this is Microsoft 2020. Can you guys see the yellow already? I see the yellow. I see the yellowisms. But we got a custom airport here, which is not bad, but it is 2020. So here we go. Let's boot it up. I'm going to be quiet as I go through the first initial quick click spots. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. 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 Shh. Mm-hmm. Let's go right to ground power. Ground power's coming on. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. Seatbelt sign, I guess they can stay off for right now. Yaw damp switch, that's coming on, I guess. No, it's going to stay off. We're in a 7-3 Classic. Hold on, I got a little, like, Old English on my camera view here. Let me straighten this out. It's going to give me a seizure here. I got to make sure this... Does that look straight to y'all? I don't know. I keep looking up, and I feel like I got to, like, turn my head. All right, let's go back up top. Okay, that looks good. Okay, cool. No fuel pumps for right now. Everything's going to stay off. We'll get the logo light on. Position is on. That looks good. Cruise altitude, our flight altitude, we're going up to 390. Landing altitude is just about 100 feet, so we'll set 100 feet right there. That looks good. Going up the overhead, we've got the left packs off. That looks good. Isolation is open. A's on. B's or A's off, B's on for Southwest because I don't know anybody else's SOP for that. We'll go ahead and get the window heats on. And we'll leave the probe heats for after start, I think, something like that. We'll brighten up the panel here a little bit. And, oh, I forgot the 737. We're going to go way up here. We'll go align nav, heading STS. That looks good. We'll do the leading edge slat test. Beautiful. That looks good. Flight recorder test, normal. I always forget why I can't do that right away. You got to wait for something on the stall warning horn. Forgive me, I'm not a 737 guy, but we're gonna get our way. We're gonna find our way through this. We're gonna come down here, FMC, pause a knit, route. We're gonna do a flight plan request. That's us, Charlotte to Filthy. Fly Eagles fly. Let's go ahead and select route, and it's gonna load up here. Josh Nowalaha, sorry for butchering your last name there, John. Let me unpause the alert box too so I can get to this. 2020, so this one actually works. About time you saw the light and ditched 2024. Well, we're not ditching it, John. We're not ditching it just yet, but we're going to give it a fair shake. I'm going to go into it with eyes wide open and my sepia filters down. So appreciate you. Thanks for the 36 months of support, John. Hopefully we have a nice, smooth flight today. I'm looking forward to it. Nabil says, I just had a CTD loading up in JFK with the 727. Dead to me. That's not good, Nabil. Was that in 2020? I guess it had to be in 2020. Really? That's not good. AJ Funari, $3 super chat. Thanks, man. Let me pre-read this before I read it out. Thanks, AJ. Appreciate $3 super chat, man. My man, appreciate you. You turn off the electrical, switch 2 and 3 on. Turn B on, A off is something that you would do on a 200 only. Aircraft needs to be powered for at least 5 minutes for the shakers. Thank you, Zippy. Appreciate you. If you want, Thrustset, thank you. If you want passenger chatter, COM 3 mass switch up. Let's do that. That's right. There are some little hidden features. So COM 3, okay. COM 3 mask switch up. What is that, like ANR? These is on or off? That's ANR. That's pretty cool. All right. I like that. While we're looking at it, we got an auto ATC squawk code. Let's squawk 2006. 2006. Some of you graduated that year. Some of you were born that year. We'll go TARA while I'm looking at it. Transponder 1. Beautiful. We should be on CTAF or KCLT is 118.1. Now, I forgot that this actually works, I think. Yeah, I missed using my SATEC radio panel in 2024. That is something I do miss. This is really nice. Here you can see I'm scrolling my radios, but I'm using my hardware to do it. 18.1 is now on the active. Let me get a radio check. Let me get a radio check here on 18.1, Charlotte.
Yeah, we hear you.
Thank you. Put your mic speaker back to the first button or you get banned from my Veo Premium. COM 3 is panel on the overhead. Put your mic selector back to the first button. Well, they heard me. COM 3 on the overhead. Oh, on the overhead. All right, I'll leave it on for now. We'll see if we get anything. Let's get this aircraft aligned.
Turn on traffic. Radio check.
Can't hear you. All right, route uplink loading. Let's get this loaded up here. Zippy, how you doing, man? I saw you doing some speed bed flying in the Discord. Pretty cool stuff. All right, route data is set. We'll activate and we'll execute that. Perf init. Let's go ahead and just bring it in like this. We're not using any... Actually, that doesn't seem... We're going to need to go... Let me go back to the index real quick. Let me go back to perf. How do I perf init request? Let's get the perf requested from Simbri first. We're going to load these numbers. Marines have landed. The situation is well at hand. Fly USMC, what's going on, man? I heard they landed at the border. Saw those Ospreys landing there. What's up, Fly USMC? Good to see you, my man. Perf uplink is ready, so let's go ahead and load that. We'll execute that. There's our perf update. That looks better. 14.5, 4.6, cost index 11. Those are rookie numbers. Let's bump those up to 75. We'll go 75. We're going up to 370. We're actually filed 39, so I'm going to go ahead and modify 390 here. We'll execute that. N1 limit. We're not doing any D rates. Let's do a 24K TO bump, shall we? Boom. Takeoff. QRH. We're going to do flaps 5 for departure. Trim CG 18.1. QRH on. I'm not getting any speeds. That's because I didn't set up a runway or the rest of our flight plan. So let's do that real quick. Charlotte. We're going to depart 18 left out of Charlotte this morning. 18 left on the Clins 5 out to the Audi transition. So let's scroll down. Clins 5 Audi. Execute. Wonderful. I really like how this is worn down. Again, this is a texture mod here. I don't know, Zippy or one of the mods. If you find that... if you find the link, post it in the chat for me, will you? But this thing is great, man. Really adds some wear and tear to these airplanes. Going up into Filthy this morning. What are they landing on? 9s or 27? Let's try to land over. Let's take a look at the Eagle Stadium, which would be 27. They used to land 27 right. We're gonna go old school. When I was based in Philly, we used to land 27 right all the time. I don't know what the winds are doing. We'll change that en route if need be. We're coming down the PATS 4 arrival. Oh, no, not Hydra. Erase. The PATS 4 off of... I accidentally double-clicked it. What is it? Baby Doll. PATS 4 Baby Doll for the ILS 27 right. And we'll just take it all the way out to Enzu. Execute. Beautiful. Beautiful. QRH speeds 28, 29, 37. Ladies and gentlemen, we're cooking with gas now. Let's go ahead and get the left forward fuel tank pump on. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and get the APU up and running. You can see I'm doing the lavway service here. That's always important at going up to Philly. Mr. Martini, I still haven't... man, listen to that igniter. That sounds like me trying to start my Blackstone. That's awesome. Damn, Boris. I haven't got my watch battery fixed yet, Mr. Martini. I'm going on like 3 months with a dead watch, and I keep wearing it. Again, guys, if you fly the PMDG 737 series and you haven't bought this sound pack from Boris, you just need to do it. $10. All variants are included, 6, 7, and 900. 6, 7, 8, and 900. The link is at the top of the description. I'll have it pinned there throughout this stream. But, man, Boris does some incredible work, man. He really does some incredible work. APU on Gen 1 and 2. Ground power is off. So with that complete, let's come down here. We're going to go over to this situation. FS actions, ground cervices. Let's release the ground power. That looks good. We'll keep the wheel chocks on. Remove the lavatory. Remove the fuel truck. 25.1. Is that what we need? That seems like a lot of fuel. We should have 11.9. We got way too much fuel on board here. We're going to need to modify that. Block fuel 11.9. Let's call it 12.5. I'm going to have to detaching fuel truck. What's going on? Can I quick fuel? Let's call it 12.5. Fuel on board. Oh, you know where I can do that? Hold on. Fuel. We need, let's give us a little extra. 12.5? That seems, is that right? PMDG 737-600, airtime 1 hour and 10 minutes, block fuel 11.9. Okay, we'll take a little extra. We'll go 12.5. Total fuel 12,500. It's gonna change our takeoff speed, so that works for me. 12.5 is in the tanks. We got new speeds 21, 22, 31. We are gonna be a rocket ship out of here. All right, we're gonna be an absolute rocket ship out of here. Ground cervices, let's go back to that. External pit power, that's good. Everything is good. Let's go up top here. We do have all our doors and windows are closed. So we'll get hydraulics on for push and start. APU bleed is on. Left pat will go, these are bleeds off. Dual bleed light is out. Seatbelt sign could come on. All the fuel tank pumps for engine start. Nothing in the center. That looks good. Why are we not aligned yet? Because we never aligned the aircraft. That's why the align light was flashing in the overhead. Resync the CG. Alright, I'll take a look at that. Let me just make sure everything kept here. Yeah, that looks good with the disco. That's supposed to be there. That's a disco. Well, actually, no, it's not. Let's clear that disco. I thought that was the vector departure. Gosh, I hate Boeing FMCs, man. Alright, next. We should have a disco for the vector. That looks good. Okay, that is set. Just because we did mess with our fuel, let's recheck our CG. 18.5, 645. So if we click on the trim wheel...
traffic, American 1023, departing runway 18 left, icons 5, departure.
I thought we could click on it. We'll scroll it back. Right there. We'll split the difference. Split the difference, we call it just under 6. Alright, that looks good to me. I like our speeds, our set perf data legs page. Let's go back to the menu here. FMC, a legs page is up. Magic barrel ref is updated. Top altitude, no ATC. Let's scroll in flight level 390. is set. We'll get flight directors and everything after start. I think we're ready to go. Let's get the position strobe, no, anti-collision light on. And, oh, I got rid of this page. We need to do our pushback. We're going to go straight out, units, feet, select tug, TPX 2000.
Ground, flight deck.
Whoa, who's that guy?
Go ahead.
Beacons on. Brakes release. Clear to push straight back.
He's trying too hard. That fake pilot's trying too
Clear
hard.
to push straight back. Release the parking brake, please.
Copy that. Oh, it's never set. Brakes release.
Charlotte traffic, American 4-way TV pushing back, Charlie 8, nose to the south. Charlotte.
What's our V2? 131.
Charlotte traffic, Cactus 104, and gate C4.
Use the old display layout? What do you mean? Like the
Charlotte
six-pack?
traffic, American 1023, just departed 18 left. We got the...
You want the classic
traffic,
gauges?
I guess, that departed off the center runway. We got them on
Douglas,
top,
what's
yeah.
going on, man? Welcome in.
Runway.
Yaw damper? Why can't we do that on after start? Bunch of backseat drivers. I know FD switch is zippy. I do it after start. I don't do it before start. I do window heat after start and probes vodka. Well, window heat's on. Probes are off. I got them reversed. I can't remember which one's supposed to be on before start. I'm just going off what I see from the jump seat. Alright, that should be far enough. We'll go ahead and stop here.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brakes, please.
No brakes are set. We'll go ahead and set brakes.
Charlotte traffic, American 1023, direct Gilson to the south. Last call Charlotte, and tops are about 3,600 for anyone on the ground.
Alright, so he's disconnecting out front, I'm assuming. No, he's not. Let's go ahead and disconnect it. Alright, tug is gone. Back to the legs page. Oh, we never got our jump seater on board.
Man, this jump seat kills me. When you guys putting an Airbus bit in?
I've heard that voice before. Alright, we're ready to start them up. Grounding 2. Here we go. Did I do everything right? I think I did everything right. Here we go. Yep. Is that max motoring? Close enough? Pete Ski, my man. 10 gifted memberships. Pete, really, really appreciate you, dude. Listen to that startup. That's pretty dang good. Pete Ski, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. If you pick one up from Pete Ski, make sure you shout him out. Say thank you, man. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for the massive 10 gifted memberships here on the channel right at the engine start. This engine starts for you, Pete Ski. Everyone listen. This one's for Pete Ski. I'm going to turn the sound all the way up. Shh, shh, shh. Dang. Dude, we need to have a rewatch of the tutorial series. Full flap, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Dude, those startups sound that like, I don't know what makes the noise, but it's almost like the in the back, like right as it starts to kick off. Oh my gosh, that is 100% juice accurate there. That is awesome. All right, 2 good starts. We'll go Gen 1, Gen 2, bleed off. On, auto, shaka laka. And we'll go cont, overhead checks. Let's go flight director 1, flight director 2 will be LNAV, VNAV off the ground. Auto throttle will getting towards the runway. We're going to go RTO, flaps position 5. This ought to be good. Everyone listen to this. Oof. The straining on that flap motor is 100% awesomeness. Look at these flaps too, this dirty flap livery. Oh my gosh, the motor cut out too. Can we get a 7.3 Classic with Boris sounds, please? All right, that is set. Trims are set. What's the OAT up here? Where's the OAT gauge in this? 8C, is it? I think that is engine anti-ice. It's coming on the ground. Nope, that's hydraulics. Engine anti-ice, that's coming on the ground. We'll go ahead and turn the APU off. And we'll put you into auto. That looks good. All right. We are set. LNAV, VNAV. Let's do a quick flight control check. Beautiful. Oh, that looks so good. Never done that in real life. Hydraulics. You've accidentally turned the hydraulics off full flap? Man, that's crazy. So yeah, full flap sim. This guy sounded awfully similar to somebody that I knew that flies these things. How do you stow this thing?
You call this a jump seat?
What?
I thought this is where you put the crew meal.
I guess that was a different one. I had wing nut on the first one. Let's get some background juice up here. 8 ears flood. Look at that one. Background light. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And we need, gosh, my view keys are opposite in 2020 than they were in 2024, so I keep going the wrong direction when I'm trying to move my view around. Apologize. Look at the wear, though, on this. This is awesome, too. All right. Charlotte traffic, Cactus 357, taxi at 18 left, Charlotte. All right, here we go. Brakes are released. Taxi lights coming on. Let's do it from the wing view. I want to hear. Oh my gosh, this is sweet. Oh my gosh. That is it like a fuel pump or something? That right when you add thrust, it's like like a whooshing sound. It is so awesome. Kelly Simmer, good afternoon, good morning, ma'am. Welcome on board. We are headed to Philadelphia from Charlotte in Microsoft 2020. Look, we even have yellow on our flaps for the yellow sim. Wow. Okay, these I didn't listen. I'll be the first to admit that when Boris said he's doing PMDG sounds, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, they're good enough. I mean, you could do like, you know, King Air sounds, TBM sounds, because I'm selfish. But now hearing these sounds, okay, I don't think you could ever go back to the default sounds. Listen to this when I add thrust. Let me get my tiller cam up here real quick. Listen to this.
Charlotte traffic, Cactus 104 with Pacific Texas for the orders to Charlotte 12. Runway 18 left.
Is that vibrating? That zzz, it's vibrating. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to go ahead and that's a double yellow though. I think that's just the ramp area exit. Yeah, we're going to taxi to 18 left over here. We're looking good. I mean, Andy, you're speechless. I am too. I'd be, like I said, man, this is it's that initial throttle up where it really is changed and sounds awesome. It's the windows vibrating? Yeah, it's the windows vibrating. That is so cool. I'm just going to keep... I keep riding my brakes so I can keep throttling up. I do that in the Neo sometimes, allegedly. For $10, Cam, you're absolutely right. All for $10. I mean, do yourself a favor and revive your PMDG 737s. If this is your bird, if you're flying this puppy... I don't think the PMDG has had a real sound, like a third-party sound set since inception, has it? I think there was an FT Sim one, but this brings it to a whole nother level, guys. I have nowhere. I don't even have a tray table. I got the yoke in my way here. I can't put my latte down. Where am I going to put my latte? Callie Simmer, appreciate the vanilla latte this morning. I went for the vanilla latte, straight out of California. All right. Russ, somebody said that the PMDG 7.3 is working on the beta, but I'm sure it's like an unofficial, you know, it's obviously unofficial, because I read PMDG's post about how the betas, they think that might have addressed some, but until they get in the sim and test it, they won't know for a fact. But somebody said that they have theirs working in the beta version, which I'm fingers crossed. If this makes it 24, good night, y'all. Good night. I can tell you right now, taxing is so like, ugh, in 2020. It's just, ugh. I feel like I'm constantly just on roller skates. Aviation Dude 95, my man gifted the 5 memberships. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for that 5 gifted subs to the channel. Very kind. If you pick up a membership from Aviation Dude, make sure you shout him out and say thank you. And y'all, let's smash that like button. Come on, if you want to see more 737 content, we need to hit the like button, because if you don't, then I'm just going to keep flying the Fenix 320 around, then you guys are going to complain that we're not flying anything else. So make sure you hit that like button. We got 500 viewers, only 100 something likes. That's unacceptable. We're doing a D-rated takeoff, or no, we're going to takeoff bump, 24K. I fly Max 8 flare, feels better in the beta. Oh, flares better in the beta? Nice. Well, look, I'm hoping, I don't know if that new beta is going to address all the issues, but I'm hoping it's a step in the right direction for the devs that we really would love to see over in 2024. PMDG, iFly, and the like. So, yeah, we're going to listen to the nose wheel. That's great. All right, here we go. We're holding short. Charlotte traffic, Cactus 357, departing 18 left, going to be a northeast departure, Charlotte traffic. All right, nobody's in the area. Let's go ahead and light them up. Boom, boom, boom. That's coming on. Wheel well. I still don't understand the purpose of the wheel well light. That's coming on, and auto throttle is armed. Runway heading is going to be 18 approximately. Full flap sim. Dropping the $20 super chat, man. Appreciate you, dude. Here's a Boris 737 sound pack for you to give away to a reviewer. Ooh. Thank you, Full Flap, my man. Appreciate you. We shall give away a Boris sound pack to a free viewer. How do I do that? Do I give him the file? Full flap. We'll do that, man. I appreciate you. Guys, if you want to learn how to fly the 737, don't do it on my channel. Go to Full Flap Simulations. Check him out. A real-world 737 pilot. He's kind of a cool dude. He also flew like F-18s or something like that. But no, he's legit. Check him out. And don't be afraid of his full flap name. He only lands flap 15 for the majority of the streams I've watched. I hope Boris does a 777 sound pack, because aviation dude, after hearing this, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, man. All right, 1-8 left.
American 442, be lining up 1-8 left, Charlotte.
So 1-8 left. You see here, this is a proper paint job on the taxiway here to the runway. You're not really supposed to add takeoff thrust from back here. You got to get across the threshold. That's what these yellow arrows mean here. So, all right, are y'all ready? Fred, thank you for a $20 super chat, man. I appreciate you. Can I add another Boris sound pack to the giveaway? Yes, you can, my man. Yes, you can. We'll run a couple giveaways in cruise. How's that? You guys ready? All right. Thank you so much, Fred, for a $20 super chat and additional sound pack giveaway up at cruise. You guys are awesome. All right. Let's get out of here. Where do we spool them up from? Right here? Spool them up 50. Yoga's in chat. We've got a lot of new members. Appreciate all the super chats. Let's turn that chat blue. Yoga. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're only TO1, 93.1. Why am I derated? Thrust set.
80 knots.
Got a hold.
Okay.
Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. My gosh. Cooking with gas now, chat. We are cooking with gas now. 20 degrees max, even if the flight director commands more. There's our reduction. Heading select. Charlotte traffic at Cactus 357 out of 2,600 off on heading 150. Last call, Charlotte. Heading select VNAV speed. Oh, here we're going to get a 2020 breakout. Let's see, is it going to be worth it? Ooh, I see a lot of yellow and gray. Let's see if the 2020 breakouts are as juicy. Flaps are coming up. We'll do a wing flap breakout here. Gosh, those flap sounds. And flaps are coming up, flap 0. We're accelerating at 250 knots. Ah, no, that's kind of mid. All right, I'm going to turn the sim down. Turn the sim down for a little bit here. A lot of yellow in these clouds this morning. You get a lot of yellow out here. Not bad. It's not ugly. By no means is this sim ugly. We're speeding easily here. 250. What's your speed there, cowboy? It's not ugly, but it's no 2024. Just go ANR. Oh, that's right. There we go. That is what it sounds like with those pro flights in high ANR mode. That would be high. Now, I don't fly the 7.3, but that's legit what it would sound like. I mean, in the Airbus, it's very similar. That is so cool. I like that feature. I really think any default devs, any devs out there that are producing third-party add-ons, I think that would be just a cool thing to add in general from a default sound pack standpoint. Because we like to have all these sounds, and instead of opening up a slider and all that stuff, just being able to flip that switch like that really makes it nice. Barely here. You can see how the trim wheel is nice and muted. Well, let's go back to non-ANR. Yeah, we're going to enjoy the juice right now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in the right direction. Direct Munby. Execute LNAV. Where's the LNAV switch? There it is. Execute and LNAV. It flies nice. The PMDG flies really nice. I can't wait to see this in 24. Look at the yellow, though, out here. Gosh, this livery is great, too. Oh, we got to tighten up that turn here. There's 10,000 feet. Bank angle check to the left. How are you feeling today? Knowing we are about to three-peat. Romario. Jeez, get out of here. That's why we're flying to Filthy. All right, out of 10,000 feet. Lights are coming off, 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 off. Logo's off, wheel wells off. That all stays like that. Actually, we get that wing light too, right? Wing light's coming off. We're out of the icing condition. Let's go engine anti-ice off. Let's redirect us to Munby. Execute. That redirects the line to 300 knots. Start to accelerate. Eyebrow windows. I know full flap. Check it out. Check out this livery. This is... I love this old school livery here. Metrojet operated, U.S. Airways. Probably be going to Baltimore right now, but like I said, we don't have the airport scenery for it. This is a Whiskey Throttle livery, too. So if you want this livery, there's two on the Flight Sim TO. This one is made by Whiskey Throttle, who I think is a top-notch creator and friend of the channel. So check him out. Make sure you leave a 5-star review if you enjoy his liveries. I really like the flaps on this one, too, Wing. Did you see how dirty the flaps are? Got a little bit of discoloration on the trailing edge, too. Looks so good, man. Looks so good. I'm out here flying in S-turns because I'm trying to look at the wings. Strobe switch should be up. It is up. It's all the way up. It's just the angle. Fly-by-wire, Roscoe, what's up, man? Gross Boeing 737, historically nice livery, but gross Boeing. I know, Roscoe. I was forced to fly this. I tried to fly the Leonardo Mad Dog in 24 today, but Leonardo has not approved me on their forum, so I can't get access to the installer. So Leonardo's dead to me. Fictional livery, it's fictional in the fact that it's on a 737-600. This livery was on a 737-200, I believe. Command A. Command A is engaged. We'll go back to full screen cam. Does ANR change the outside sounds? Not really. But it changes the wing view sounds. Oh, wow. Ooh, this is like intimate setting here. How much can you hear wind and rain when flying through it? I've noticed some airplanes have lots of sounds. It's very loud, Elena Zane. Very, very loud. Without ANR, you can hear even just a little mist. You'll start to hear the tss, and then you'll hear it. And then when it's big time water drops, it's very loud. You got to remember, you're flying these airplanes 250, 300 plus knots through a car wash, essentially. So it does get very loud. But yeah, airplanes that don't have any sound modeled for rain would be definitely inaccurate. Even with the ANR on, I remember, so just to put it in perspective, when I got my Bose ProFly, which is a noise-canceling headset for the Airbus, I used to always just use the ship sets, and it was basically Telex 750s or 850s, something like that, no noise canceling. So we'd take them off, and you just stand up there and talk like you talk to someone sitting next to you. When I got the noise reduction headset, it's so quiet up there that I would never turn it to high, just because I feel like I was losing situational awareness. I can't hear any of the engines, especially on the ground. On the ground, it depends greatly which airplane I'm in, which model of the Airbus. If I'm in a 19, I'll turn them on low. A 20, I'll turn them on low. If I'm in a 21, I just leave them off. I just leave them in pass-through mode, because when I can't hear the engines, I feel like I'm losing situational awareness of what's going on around me when I'm taxiing, especially. But we were in a 321 taken off out of Atlanta, and we flew through some of the heaviest rain I mean, top 3 heaviest rain. I mean, it was insane, and it was so loud that I actually juiced up my ANR to high, because I was like, I can't We're getting vectored around thunderstorms. The tower was evacuating. They evacuated right after we took off because I guess there was a tornado that spun up. But we got out just in time. We're going through massive squall line and just getting absolutely beat up. And it was so loud with the rain. I was like, man, I got to turn. I'm glad I have these headsets today. I turned them up to high, made everything nice and quiet, makes communication much easier. So I'm a proponent of the noise reduction headphones, but I also think it's interesting that on the Airbus specifically, when you have noise canceling headphones, depending on the airplane and the settings, I guess, from the operator, the aural alerts do not come through the headset. So if you have your noise canceling or noise reduction headset on high, your JIPWIZ calls, your traffic calls, they don't come through the headset. So it's actually muted. So I can see if there's a lot going on, say you got a fire bell going off or some type of warning going off, and then you get another alert, it could be potentially something to include in the investigation, at least if there was an accident, that like, hey, why couldn't these guys hear what's going on? I think it's very strange that the FAA hasn't addressed that, or at least made some guidance on it. I mean, I think it's interesting that you could have noise reduction headphones and not have any aural alerts passing through your headset. Now, there are the new Airbuses with the DRAMES panels. Those alerts go through the headset. So it's definitely a software, maybe hardware configuration. Because I don't think I've flown an Airbus without the DRAMES that does alerts through the headset, which is interesting. All right, back to the chat. Smoky Mountain Flight Simmer, my man, thanks for the 10 months support. Will these sound work when 24 it's moved? Now, Smoky Mountain Flight Simmer, that I am not sure of, because you'd have to ask Boris. He's in the Discord. He's pretty active in the Discord. It'd be something we can ask him. I would say yes. There might have to be an update or something, so don't quote me on it, but I'll tell you this much: the Boris sound pack in the FlySimware in the Dukes work both in 20 and 24. So I don't know. I don't see why it wouldn't work. There was a case of the Indian crew, not sure the operator, either Air India or Indigo, that flew for 40 minutes with the gear down due to the noise canceling. They didn't notice anything else. Hey, Gustavo, look, hey man, I'm not going to make fun of anybody that makes a mistake like that, because I could 100% see that happening. I could 100% see that happening. And to add to that, Gus, I know of a crew in the United States that took off out of Chicago, declared an emergency climbing through flight level 200 because the airplane wasn't performing, they couldn't climb, returned back to Chicago, and they realized they never brought the gear up. So, could that have been a factor? Who knows? I don't know. That's why, like, you just... I just don't... I'm not going to knock anybody for making a mistake like that, because you never know what could happen to you, but yeah. Doesn't your tinnitus bother you with your headset set to high? You mean with the noise canceling all the way up? No, it doesn't bother me with that all the way up. Matter of fact, it doesn't really... my tinnitus is very conditional. Like, it'll get triggered sometimes, but it's very conditional. But that's why I got the noise canceling headphones, because I had an FO I was flying with, and he's like, do you realize how loud it is in here? I'm like, what do you mean? So he was showing me on his, I think it was his Apple Watch. He had like a decibel reader on his watch, and we were in a 319 climbing out of 10,000 feet, and he showed me how loud it actually was, the ambient sound. I was like, huh. And he's like, you got to get the Pro Flights, dude. You got to get the Pro Flights. So I picked them up, and best thing I ever did. I'm not going back. Love the Pro Flights. Liam, thank you so much for the 57 months of support, dude. Nice to see you back in a proper airliner. Liam, my man, look, I don't mind. If this was in 24, dude, we would be flying the crap out of this bird. I'm hoping we get it in 24. Look at, what do we think of the visuals, chat? What do we think? We see a lot of yellow. We see a lot of potato mashing. Yeah. I got noise canceling headphones and started having vertigo. Really, Andy B? That's not good. Well, I wonder why the noise canceling headphones would trigger that. Was there a link to that? Like, did you link them together? Visuals will be juicier with classic gauges. Oh, you mean... Well, the best I can do is aircraft equipment. Is it equipment or displays? I think it's under displays. Is it engine side by side? No, that's not it, is it? First option under displays? Oh, good night alive. All right, there we go. You happy now? Man, that hurts my eyes. Thanks, Full Flap. Is there A&R on, or did I just turn the... No, it's not on. Okay, cool. This is how Southwest ran the NGs, because they couldn't train the guys to get off the round gauges. Would be better if this was a FlyJ Sim 722. Oh, Swarm. I miss the FlyJ stuff a ton. I really miss the FlyJ stuff. I'm itching for some retro stuff. That's why I was really hoping we'd see the Leonardo today, but I can't fly it. They don't... If you know Leonardo, tell him to approve my forum request so I can fly the airplane. I was pulling for it. I was all motivated. I was like, man, I'm all right. I was very critical of Leonardo when they kind of snuck into the 2020 release, be the first airplane on the release. Yeah. So I was very critical of that, but I was pulling for them for 2024. I like the fact that they're committed to making it work. Yeah, I still don't have a valid account. Your account must be validated to continue. That was at 8:49 this morning. So it is now 12. It's been almost 4 hours. Leonardo's dead to me. Dead to me. They never approved yours, Turk? Well, Turk, I actually think I've been trying to get approved before as well, and they never approved me. Because I tried to get approved in a different account for... like my other email that I had with them for liveries when it first released, and they just never approved it. I think they might know about my channel, and they may not be a fan. Oh well. A small thing for sure, but passenger sounds is the second switch from the left on the COM 3. The second switch from the left on COM 3. Whoa. Turn them all on. J Long, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you, J Long. Do you think there will be an automatic gear up down function based on altitude reading? I don't think so, J Long. I think that could be a problem with performance in single engine stuff. No, ANR is off. ANR is on. ANR is off. ANR is off. Yeah, I heard the baby already crying. Maybe it's already on. I don't know. This might be an older version. I can't tell. Just whatever Boris gave me. Do you think there will be an automatic... Oh, I read that. But no, J-Long, I don't think so, man. Do not think so. But I appreciate the $5 super chat. The problem with an automatic gear up down is what if something fails or it triggers it to go down when you need it, when you don't need it, like when you need the performance the most, whether it's a single engine, maybe you got a rollback, right? So maybe you don't have a complete loss of power, but you got an engine rollback or compressor stalling, and then the gears decide to go down because that's their trigger. I don't know. I feel like you open up a whole can of worms when you go down that route. Well, I know you guys are grilling me. I can't put the gear. I can't because it's bound to my hardware. I can't click it down. They won't let me click it down because my hardware is in the up position. So it's not that I forgot. I just physically can't. I'd rather have my hardware in the up position. So 38 for 39 though. We're getting ready to level off. Look at I never looked at the auto throttle or the thrust lever. Man, those things are dirty. Fly Navy's been flying this thing. What's your opinion on the PMDG 777? Av Paulo, I like it. Matter of fact, the first stream that I ever did in 2020, after 24 released, was for the 777. It was actually for the freighter, the 200 freighter. But I enjoyed the PMDG 777. I've always been a fan of PMDG aircraft. I think they're always... One thing about PMDG, they are always consistent in the completeness of the product when they release it. Like, never have I flown a PMDG product that was just like, ugh, this is broken, that's broken, or is this a bug or a user error? It's always been a very complete, polished product, even in the early stages of a release, like in version 1.0. Like, it is always felt polished, more polished than other add-ons when they first hit the market. So I do like their stuff, and I would really be excited if these are now going to be able to come into 2024, because I mean, I'm just looking around. So far, the two biggest things I've noticed here is the lighting and the color palettes are just off. They're just too yellowy for my taste. My eyes have been staring at 2024 now for the past, when did it release? November, so 4 or 5 months at least, 4 months maybe. Maybe I guess not even that long. When did 2024 drop? Was it November? I think it was. So November, December, January. Only been 3 months, really. But where it really is a difference is on the ground. Taxiing around on the ground just is not right. It just feels wrong. So it just feels wrong. Those are the two things I've noticed out of the gate. But having this in 24 would be absolutely awesome. EASA and FAA approved the 789, and now the 350 has the option as well, that after the first weight on wheels is no longer being squatted, it opens a gear door to expedite gear retraction for engine out. Wow. That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, runway textures too. Yeah, there are definitely some graphical things as well. So I'm also running the, what is it, the Orbit or the Rex Accu Seasons, or yeah, Rex Accu Seasons, which is good, but we have a problem with both sims. The Accu Seasons in 2020 are too dramatic, and the seasons in 2024 are either bugged or they're not dramatic enough. So we need a mix of the both. I know they can't condone it, but I use PMDG to study for my type rating. Everything I needed was there. Can't say that about all FS add-ons. It's missing some eye canning, but the pilot stuff is there. Yeah, full flap. Take it from a 737 driver himself. I got to go back to 22.8. Use it for training. So all the pilot stuff that you need to train is there, which is all we can ask for as simmers, you know. I used the FS Labs on the 320 to train because Fenix wasn't around. I use the Fenix now for recurrent training, and it's great. Tor, I used to use Atmos, but the very first stream that I did with Rex Atmos, I got a blue screen of death. I immediately uninstalled it, and I'm moving on. I've moved on to the future platform, so I don't want to spend any more time downloading and tweaking and getting 2020 all of my stuff back on. I'm fully committed into 2024 now. I think the low-level flight handling, whether it's the ground effect, the flaring, the taxiing on the ground, the lighting, the clouds, the weather, I just think it's more of what the benefits outweigh the negatives for me. Especially in crosswinds, Force Raptor, you're absolutely right. Are crosswinds perfect in 2024? Not by any stretch of the imagination. However, okay, the perfect example of this was we had a 20-knot crosswind landing the A300 Premium into San Juan. I executed the real-world techniques for a crosswind landing, and we were able to land the aircraft on centerline, upwind main hit first, ailerons into the wind, roll it out, maintain centerline like juice. In 2020, It just, you can't do it. If you do the proper crosswind corrections in 2020, you end up on the opposite side of center line that you're supposed to. So it's that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, but now is 2024 100% perfect? No, it's not. But it's good enough for me that I've committed to it. And also, Barry Seal Logistics is only possible in 2024. You're absolutely right, Gabriel. I've had so much fun. I haven't. It has been years since I have flown a simulator on my home PC after I became a content creator, mostly because I just don't have the time. With the advent of Barry Seal Logistics and career mode, I actually started flying my sim at home, like after the kids go to bed or whatever. I'll start a flight. I was just having that much fun with it. So we're back at it tonight, Andy. You're absolutely right. Tonight, Barry Seal Logistics is back. Got to figure out where we're going to fly. I'm going to have to take a look at our routes. Yeah, new places, new planes, exactly. Does Fenix run well in 24? That brings me to a new sim, full flap. It's been running perfect since day one for me. I haven't had a single Fenix issue in 2024. But keep in mind, it is officially not supported yet. But I can tell you, I haven't had a single issue. Every Fenix stream that you've seen me in since the release of 24 has been in 24. Famous last words, I know, right, Steven? I crashed my 172 within a day and a half and I haven't touched career mode. It pissed me off. BKG Blueface, that's because career mode was not meant for the faint-hearted. You gotta actually plan. You gotta actually look at the destination before you hit go now, fly now. You gotta look at the runways. You gotta look at the weather conditions. Why is the picture so flickery? I don't know. I see a heat blur down there, but it might be frame gen in 2020. Oh, the shadows are not. Yeah, look at the shadows. This is on Ultra pretty much too. Shadows just aren't it in 2020. What is it? Ray trace shadows or something? There's something in 2024 that has really good shadows. Oh, sim rate got you, BKG. Well, that'll do it. See, it's not meant to be sim rated. Not meant to be sim rated, my man. Andy B. Can we get a moment of silence, please? Alpha 7 Zulu Zulu. Alpha 7 Zulu Zulu's in chat. Moment of silence, please. Thank you. Had a passenger tell me yesterday that the left wing was leaking and about to fall off. They showed me a video of the flap canoe shaking and de-ice fluid pouring out of it on approach. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So yeah, passengers will be like, "Oh, your flap's about to fall off." These flap track fairings here, or as Full Flap likes to call them, the flap canoes. I believe the technical term is a flap track fairing, but I get these sometimes these shake. I've actually had a couple rip off in flight. I had one that we left with 4 or however many we had, and we came back with 3. I've also had passenger come up and be like, or the flight attendant was like, "Hey, Captain, the passenger wants to make sure you know about that your wing is broken." And we had an MEL, or actually I think it's a CDL. It might be an MEL. Where when these are missing, it's fine. You can fly without them, but you got to have the perf penalty and stuff. So it's got to be in the book, and it actually looks pretty weird. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's pretty unique looking when you don't have the flap track fairings there. But I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll be fine. But yeah, you see these things shaking and all that stuff. There's a perf penalty, Turk. Yeah, you need a fuel penalty, and I don't know if there's a weight penalty associated with the fairing. I don't think so. I think it's just fuel perf. I'm the parrot on that video with trust issues in FS2024 right now. Uh-oh. Have you ever had a passenger boarding who requests a toga with packs off? No, I have not. But if anyone ever does, I will do my best to abide by their request. Have you also bailed on X-Plane 12? Yeah, taking a second look the past 1.5 months, and hard to go back to 2020. You know what, Solo Tall Boy, yeah, I've pretty much bailed on X-Plane 12. It's still installed. There's just nothing there for me, man. There's nothing in that sim that would warrant me to fly it. That's just where I'm at. Like, I know there's some unique airplanes in there that you're getting now with. Gotta remember all my old drone controls here. But there's just nothing there, man. I don't even think like the stuff that I really like is in 12 yet. Like the 727 and 737-200, right? I think that stuff is still like TBD. I almost would say they're dead projects. They may not be dead, but to me they're dead. I don't even remember the last time I streamed it either, Steven. I don't either. I streamed it in Discord one time with Gus and a few others because I was checking out the 330 Neo and I was checking out the default Neo. And I'll say that the default Laminar 330 has a good model. Like, it actually can pass for today's standards of modeling. But that's the only good thing I have to say, and all my compliments end there. Thrust Set, my man, thanks for the $5 super chat. One more time. This Thrust Set is dying for this. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Okay. Not the volume knobs. The switches along the bottom says mask up position. All right, Thrust Set. I'm going to find this for you. Not. So we're in COM 3. The switches along the says mask up. Mask up. The switches. What switches? Mask boom is up. It's up. The mask switch is up. I'll turn it off. It's been up. Now it's off. Here, I'll go out here so you can't hear it. No matter which way it is. It's just the mask boom switch, same as the ANR. Yeah, I had it up. I thought. Someone is trolling me. Is he trolling? Is Thrust Set trolling? Are you being a saboteur, Thrust Set? We have an emoji for that. You saboteur. Got me. Ryan, what's up? Nice looking airplane. Yeah, it is. PMDG 2024 when? This bird in 24 will be all the juice. Hey V1, about the headset noise reduction on Airbus you mentioned earlier. Noise reduction and JipWhiz not being heard was one of the causes of the 320 crash during a demo flyby in France. Really? Was that like that first one where they was doing that low flyby? And I remember the investigation talking about that, reading about that one. My man forgot about the giveaway. Oh no, I haven't forgot about the giveaways. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. You're absolutely right, because Thrust Set and who was it? It was Thrust Set and Fred threw in the hat for a giveaway. So let me pull out the dashboard. Giveaways. All right. Wow, it's completely changed. Hold on. Let me give a keyword giveaway. And it's going to be for viewers, regulars, channel members, moderators. Everybody will be available to win. Channel members will get 3x opportunity to win. Regulars will get 1x or 2x. And just first-time viewers will get a 1x chance of winning. There we go. All right, next. And the keyword is going to be !737. Anti-spam is on, so you can only enter one times. Good English. !737. To enter the giveaway. Now, how I'm actually going to give away a sound pack, I don't know. I'll have to ask Boris. !sound pack for your chance to win the Boris Audio Works 737 sounds. The way you're going to get in touch with me is going to be through DM on the Discord. That'll be the easiest way to communicate. So if you have Discord, if you don't have Discord, not sure how I'll be able to get in contact with you, but hopefully you have Discord so you can message me and we'll go from there. Steven, it'd be so funny if you won again. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? I'm going to exclude winners. I don't check DM, though. You're right. And I'm not checking DM while I'm flying because last time I did, it crashed my sim. Oh, Orbix gift card, maybe. That would be a way to do it, Turk. All right, I'll give y'all, let's see. What is our distance and all that stuff? Let's go to our Prague page. Only 199 miles out. All right, cool. You have until we reach Krabby. When we hit the Krabby intersection, we will roll it. So exclamation point 737. Chris PT6, my man, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships here on the channel. Very kind of you, sir. If you pick up a membership, make sure you shout them out, say thank you. I hope we have a nice PT6 to fly in 2024 soon as well. Because I would love to fly some more PT6. Oh, man, I wish I had the Dukes in Barry Seal. If we could have Dukes in Barry Seal Logistics, that'd be it, man. That would be it. I wouldn't fly anything else. Because I'm torn. Like, I really want to do some BSL flying tonight. I really think we're going to do a PC-12 flight. But, so we can do some turboprop action. But I really miss the Dukes. I really miss the Dukes. Is the sound pack available on Xbox? That's a good question. Let me see here if it says... let's see, compatibility. You need Orbix Central. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure if it is. No, it is not, says Nismo. If it's not in the marketplace, yeah, it's probably not in the marketplace. Check the members page. What's on the members page? So how come we only have 290 likes with nearly 500 viewers? That's a great point, Dougal. You know what? Dougal, I'm going to increase the odds of winning if you hit the like button will increase by 2. So if you don't hit the like button, you will lose out on an opportunity to get juiced up with the 2x juice here on the giveaway. If you miss the Dukes that much, you stream old episodes, and yeah, I know you use the planes. You know what, Key 6? I got an idea. You just gave me an idea, Key 6. I think we'll fly a PC-12 flight, and then maybe we should watch a Duke stream from our PC-12. That'd be a good idea. Did I see the stats posted? The birdies had more running touchdowns than the boys had the entire regular season. Yeah. Well, did you see the stats? The boys still have more touchdowns than the Canadian NFL team because there's not one. PC-12 have TV? Nah, not yet. All right, there's Krabby. It's time to roll it. Here we go. Choose a winner. Waiting. Luke Wallace. Are you here? You must be because you entered. Luke Wallace. You won the giveaway. Do we have a Luke Wallace in the chat? Are you sure about that? Where is Mark? Give us the metrics for the Bears. Rigged. Nah, we're not rigged. This ain't the Chiefs. Luke Wallace has 30 more seconds to be to be here to chat. If he doesn't chat, we're gonna roll it again. Boycott Bowl 2025. I know, right? Luke Wallace is not. Let's see, he might be watching on tape delay. We'll give him another. Let's go here. How do I start this chrono? How do you start damn chrono in this thing? What a terrible Okay, when it reaches 30 seconds. What a freaking joke of a chrono this is, full flap. How do you guys... no wonder this thing is so old. This thing is so old, man. This thing just needs to be taken out behind the barn and deconstructed at Pinal. Luke, you got 10 seconds. When it hits the 30, we're done. Alright, Luke is dead to me. Reset. I don't even know how I'm resetting this thing. What? Now it's green? What in the hell? Alright. No chat messages from Luke. Alright, we're going to re-roll. Re-roll. We roll. 1, 2, 3. Rolling. Speedbone. Is Speedbone here? Speedbone. I don't know. Never heard that name before. Speedbone. The sim rate button. Oh, the sim rate button is on that clock? I'm not sim rating, am I? I can't get the... I don't even know how to get a simple chrono to run. Like, this means run. That means that should be running. I don't know. What a joke. Let's get me back to my Airbus, please. I can't take this 737 anymore. I did just bump my yoke. Did I turn the autopilot off? Nope, we're turning. Speedbone is here. I just talked about the 320 in France. Oh, that is you, Speedbone. Well, welcome. Hey, you have won. Don't tell me, was Luke here too? Luke Wallace is back in chat. Oh, Luke Wallace was watching on tape delay. All right. 2 winners. It's okay, Luke. You're here. I think Luke was watching on tape delay. We ran it twice. Or do we run it one more time? We got 2 giveaways. We did have 2 giveaways. And Luke is here. I think he was just watching on tape delay. Luke Wallace and Speedbone. If you're in the Discord, send me a DM or send me a friend request to send me a DM. No worries, Luke. Send me a DM in Discord and I will try to get y'all set up. Why am I not... Uh-oh. Sim freeze. Okay. Sim is dead to me if it crashes. If you two fine gentlemen will send me a DM, I will try to orchestrate a giveaway. Again, those giveaways are courtesy of Full Flap Simulations. Make sure you check him out and subscribe. And also from Fred, 2 very generous members for the giveaway. So send me a DM in Discord and we'll talk and I'll try to figure it out. WASM crash. Gosh, I hope not. If I have a WASM crash, I'm alt F4ing and we're going to start the Duke after this. What is tape delay? That's what we... That's how you date yourself. Not in real time, I guess. When you used to watch things on tape and you would run it on a tape delay, so if you made an error, you didn't do it live or you could edit out. Anyway, yeah. Live. Everyone's on live latency. Thanks, Josh. That's the new term. Live latency. Team Vodka says, I have noticed on the stream everything has worked. Yeah. It sure has. That's what we put Luke on so that we could have him bleep out all of his swearing. Yep. Get off my lawn. All right, it's time to actually start planning our descent here. Reset MCP altitude. Sure thing. Top of descent's coming up. We're going to go ahead and set 10,000. Let's come in here and take a look at the legs page. Everything looks good. Jabo, Hedge, Canny, SO, Pats. Roll. Which one is the 10 and 250 fix that they always give you? Is it Peace Out 10 and 250? Roll 10 and 250? They always drop you down early. Let's do roll. Can I do 10,000 or let's see, 250 and 10, 10,000 feet at roll, 10 and 250 at roll, 10 and 250 at roll, unable 250 at roll. Why? We'll figure it out. That looks good. Let's go to the init ref. ILS 108.95. We're doing a flaps 40. 108.95 and 268 on the approach course. Descent winds, never heard of her. 268. For the course line, and 108.95. 108.95. Set once. Set twice. On minimums, we'll just do. Oh, wow, it's over here. Barrow of 200. Or radio. It's at 50. We'll do Barrow 211, I think. Alright, 211. We're definitely high on profile, it would appear. Speed brake's coming out. It's because I put that 10 and 250 in there. Otherwise, we really wouldn't be high on profile. So it's a pseudo. I made us high on accident by putting that fix in there. But I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've been in Philly. I know one of those fixes, they make you go 10 and 250. We are on Iveo Premium, descending via 10,000 is set, 268 on the course, 108.95 both sides. That checks. 211 on the Barrow is set. We'll go auto brake 1 since it's going to be pretty light. FMC pressure reset, unable 250 at roll. That's fine. Yeah, see, it's because it's going to be too tight. We're catching up to it little by little. I'll tell you what, let's make it 250 and 11. Let's see if that gives us some relief here. A little bit, up to 5,200 feet high now. We'll catch it. Oh, Boris is in the house. Wait, Hotshot's here? Is Boris here? Hey man, I'm studying for my written private pilot, having trouble with the E6B. Do I have any tips? Clayton Butler, I'm going to tell you something here that may not be a popular opinion, but for the written, for your E6B, consult your instructor. Help your instructor, use your instructor to get the E6B, get it working properly. But for the written test, there's a lot of programs like Gleim, Shepherd Air, that will help you take the test a little bit more efficiently. But you really want to understand the use of the E6B, and I would call up your instructor to show you one-on-one with the E6B. And if you haven't, what's always kind of tricky about doing the written stuff on your when you're doing your flight training is a lot of times when you're studying for the written, you're covering topics that you haven't gone over yet in the airplane or with your instructor, so it can make the written kind of a, what is this? I don't even know what's being talked about here. So don't get discouraged. That happens a lot. But the usage of the E6B itself, you consult your instructor for that one. My favorite airport in real life is home base, DFW. Look at my blurry ground textures out there. Well, 2024 is so blurry. 2020 doesn't look all that sharp either. Look at that. Look at those yellow. Look at what is all that? Where's the hate for 2020? And I am almost maxed out. I think I'm running like a 350 T-Lod or something like that on Ultra. Yeah, this sim is so superior. Out of 19.2 for 10,000. We're looking good. Running that speed breakdown. Force Raptor, yeah, you're definitely late, my man. Commodore 64, yeah, you're about 5 minutes late. Looks like pea soup. Use the latest Bing or Google Maps add-on? Nah. It's called 2024, Robinson. 2024 is where it's at. Now, I will say, I am looking forward to the day that we can download parts of the sim in 2024. All right, there's 18,000. Magic Barrel Ref has been set. Where does it update it? Oh, there it is. 3000 is set once, twice, and thrice. We are looking good. 15.9 for 10,000. We're actually on the profile. We'll go ahead and stow the speed brakes. Compare nighttime flights. 2024 wins hands down. Oh, Andrew P. Yeah, if I were to turn this into night mode, I'd Alt F4 the stream because 2024 night is incredibly awesome. I will say that. DM sent in the Discord. Just watch for my truck, so maybe long or something. Hey, Speedbone. Hey, no DMing while driving, my man. Stay safe out there. Thanks for that. I'll hit you up after the conclusion of the stream. Hotshot, what's up, man? Hotshot, dude, we are loving the sounds, Hotshot. We are absolutely loving them, man. When I did the engine start, dude, it's next level. All of it is, Hotshot. Mr. Boris is in the house, y'all. Boris Audio Works. He's in the house. So the questions that you want to ask, now would be the time to ask. Boris, is this going to be compatible in 2024 when if PMDG brings the 7.3 to 2024? That was a question that was asked. And also, is it available on Xbox? Somebody said no, so we're going with no. Southwest used to run it when they first started getting NGs. So they had a mixed fleet for a while of a bunch of classics and a few handful of NGs, and this is how they actually ran their layouts. I don't know if anybody else in the U.S. Anyway ran this layout. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take over the speed. I'm going to manually select 250 knots. And give myself the old Philly special here. 250, descend and maintain 7,000. Level change, arm, LNAV, MCP speed, down we go. Oh, Continental ran them too, full flap? Continental ran the 6-pack NG? That's crazy. I did not know that. MD11 sounds when, McCallum? Yeah, McCallum, tell me about it. It's just me on my personal account. See, Boris told you he's a friend of the channel. Will be compatible with 2024, and I'm trying to get it on Marketplace, but Microsoft is giving me a hard time. Okay, so right now, you heard it from Boris himself. It will be compatible with 2024, and he's trying to get it on Marketplace, but he's dealing with Microsoft right now, so it may be some time before it hits Marketplace, if it does. So, and as far as I am aware, Marketplace takes more from you, don't they? So, support our man Boris. The link is pinned in the description, or excuse me, the link is pinned in the chat box right there. Go ahead and click on that link. That'll take you to the Orbix direct page. Even Team Vodka, who was super anti-Orbix app, he got the app installed for the sound pack. So then you can uninstall the app if you don't like it. All right, we're going Cont. All the lights are coming on. Whoop, wrong way there. That's coming on out of 10. We're descending down to 7. Looking good. Ghetto Jet, another U.S. Air idea that didn't fly. I remember it like a bad dream. Man, tell me how you really feel. I like the livery, though. I like the livery of the Metro Jet. Are you opposed to Rogers and the Jets another year? No, Rex Royce, I am not opposed to Rogers for another year. You know why? Because who else? Who else? Say Rogers doesn't come back. Okay. Who else is going to give you a shot? Nobody. Rogers is the best shot that we've got. So that's why I say yes. We're down to 5,000 because I don't know who else would do it. I worked it in Cleveland. Oh, nice, Emwick. Yeah, nice. Unfortunately, Xbox users have no choice but to buy from Marketplace. Yeah, Austin Gray, that's what I'm... Yeah, unfortunately. Well, if you're really enjoying flight simulation, this is just something I'll throw out there. Like, if you really enjoy flight sim on Xbox, consider in the future trying it on a PC, because it's going to be a different experience, and you will get a lot more out of it on PC, especially when you start going down some of the peripheral stuff that's only available on PC. Open up a whole nother can of worms. Thrustset said he was the same when it came to Orbic Central. Got it just for the sound pack and then promptly uninstalled. Yep. Definitely an improved experience on the PC, Nabil. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's a great... I mean, I think that's cool. I mean, you get on Xbox, I think it's available to probably more people, and especially a younger demographic. But if they really like it, try it on PC, and who knows, you may unlock a whole new passion that you didn't even know that you had. We're below the path, but we're doing it the Philly special right now. So we're going to send down to 5,000. Man, I remember jump seating on this all the time, coming in here. Sorry, guys, my keyboard is backwards. Jump seating all the time, getting ready to report for duty at Philly. And you're like, man, why are we so low? And the arrival just takes forever. It's kind of like Boston, but Boston takes longer, it feels like. Are those jump seats uncomfortable? Yeah, they're most uncomfortable jump seat available to jump seating pilots is the 737 jump seat. No questions asked. I'd rather sit on an MD-80 jump seat than a 737. I've got the passion what I don't have is the 2,500 USD for a new PC on this side of the pond. Oh, Lepton, no, for sure, man. Totally understand. Totally understand. Amazing sounds you made, Boris. 10 for 10. Yep. North Gaming, I agree. These sounds are 10 for 10. Jumpseat looks like something from World War II. That's because it probably is, Luke. I wouldn't be surprised if this jump seat is actually taken straight out of like a P-47 Thunderbolt 2. Maybe a Thunderbolt 1. You know? How do you stow it? There we go. Pretty good animation. I told you I cracked my phone in there one time doing that.
You call this a jump seat? I thought this is where you put the crew meal.
I guess there's some Easter eggs when you bring the jump seat out. It's a medieval torture device for offline pilots. Altitude alert. Is Jalto still there? Okay, yeah, so there's Jalto. Once upon a time, this is for After Dark. This used to be Jenny. And there's a reason they changed it to Jalto. The World War II seats are way more comfortable. Are you planning on moving the RTX 5090? Yes. Denali B, are you still here? Yeah, I'm going to hit you up, man. I think option B is going to be the way to go. I got to consult with my buddy Key 6. He also had a lead for a 5090 series, but I will consult with him. If not, I think the option 2 of your email is going to be the way we're going to try to snag one of these 5090s. Victor Silva, it sounded like a real fake pilot. You can extend centerline like Airbus, by the way. Put the inbound course, give you direct. Yep, yeah, Turk. I actually saw a full flap do that. So, but I'm gonna take it out here, give us a full length approach because I want to go over the stadium and be. We're gonna configure a little bit early because I want to do a nice slow approach over the Eagles Stadium, Lincoln Financial Field. And what we can do is put you back over there. What was our VAP? 126, so it'd be 131. Upgrade power supply. Nabil, yeah, I gotta check what I have. Do I have my power supply listed in my specs? Let me see. Is Nightbot not here? Oh, there it is. Now, and I can't see my case. I can't see what my power supply is. All right, it is Cactus, right? Not Metrojet call sign. We're going to go ahead and make heading 060. Heading select. Cactus 357, fly heading 060. Reduce speed, maintain 210 knots. Descend and maintain 3,000. 3,000 level change, 210. Oh, this moves engine spooling back. You need a 1500 power supply. All right. I don't know if I have a 15. I think I might have a 1250 or a 13. Or I don't think I have a 1500. Listen to the vibrating with the speed brakes. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's not good. Why that disengaged? Command A. Oh, because of the speed? .360 direct Enzo. Let's take a direct Martin. Direct Martin, execute LNAV. Flaps 5. Look at these flaps, man. I love the grime on the flaps. More of this. Whiskey Throttle nailed it with the flaps, man. So tired of clean flaps and slats. All right, 1,000 to level off. That checks. 210 on the speed. We are flaps 5. And let me get flight recorder up and running. I'd give Boris $5 for the flap sounds alone. I know, right? Make it. Oh, there we go. Don't give them the idea. Microtransactioning a sound pack. $5 for flap sound. $5 for a gear sound. $5 for pack sounds. What's the CTAF for Philly? I should know it by heart. Basically lived here. 18.5? 18.5. Anybody check the weather? 18.5 is up. Philly traffic, Cactus 357, just outside of Martin, inbound for ILS 18 right, Philly traffic. We'll take it 210 to Martin, and then we'll go 180 on the speed. 210 to Martin, cleared approach, 18 right. Have I watched any reviews of the 5090 yet? It's a fake frame generator with fake frame gen off. It's not much better than a 4090. Yeah. All you 5090 haters, keep talking, because when I have a 5090 with 32 gigabytes of VRAM, then we'll chat. I'm doing it for the VRAM, y'all. I could care less. Well, I say care less. I'm not. It's not about the core process, the graphics processing. I'm looking for the VRAM. If I wanted to if I made this PC to be longer term, I would have put a 4090 in it and then skipped the 5090. But since I basically got a 4080 Super for like $200, brand new, it's a placeholder GPU for the 5090. That was the whole plan on this this build. 11 gusting 21 west southwest. Thanks, Andy B.
Philly traffic, Fenix, Eric and 442 turning left base for 15-mile final. Sim right, Philly.
Cactus 357 on top of Jenny. That's right, AJ. Jenny. Can't you just download more VRAM? Yeah, full flap you can.
Following the traffic.
All right, 210 to Martin. Slow it up to 180 at Martin. How do I get this to go loc? Bore loc, approach at command B. VOR loc, glide slope armed. Looking good. Here comes Martin. Roll it back to 180. Philly traffic, Cactus 357 just over Martin. Slowing back to 180 knots inbound, ILS 18 right, Philly traffic. Can we go flaps 15? We can go flaps 10 with the gear up, right? Oh, listen to the sounds. Yeah, we're landing 18 right. $15 is gear down. There we go. So we'll do flaps 10. We're going to keep the gear up for now. Land flaps 15. Yeah, we're flaps 10. We're going to wait till the glide slope capture. We're pro pilots. I will start the recording at 1 dot above. Oh, look at the bridges in 20. Look at my blurred textures in 2024. 2024 sucks. Guys, this is ultra graphics on 2020. Granted, it's mostly default. I don't have any bridge mods or anything. Give me a break, y'all. Flap 10 is a great setting for coming down the glide slope. Are you being sarcastic? I can never tell with full flap. I'm going to ask your brother at Wingnut. Alright, recording is on. I'm going to put that away. Boeing cam is coming online. Cams are up. Recording is on. And then we're just going to go straight back to VAP, which is going to be 131. Single channel. 131. Gear down. Spoilers arm. Flap 15. Goodness. Boris, you're going to make me want to fly 2020 again, dude. Just for this flap sounds. Let's config full early so we can come down to glide slope nice and slow and piss off Gustavo, who's flying in behind us. Slowing all the way up to flaps 40. Here we go. No, we're landing flap 40, Dev. All the way down. Here it comes. Look at those barn doors. Look at that. I will give it to the 737. The flaps on the 737, I'll give it to you. They're more juicy than an Airbus. I will give you that. I will give that to you, 737 lovers.
Philly traffic, American 442.
Flaps 40 down. Green light, gears down, 3 green. Flaps 40 is indicating. Speed brakes is armed. We're on ref. We're looking good. Look at that. Look at that flap right there. My goodness. Config full. Who does Airbus guy? Sorry. I mean, come on. That looks pretty good. I would give it to Microsoft 2020. This looks good here. I like the blend of green and brown. Although right now, what they need is like a no leaf mod. Because I think right now in the season, you'd have just tree branches. So it's not quite accurate either way. It does look good, though. It reminds me of why I used to love this simulator. Now imagine this in the 2024 sky color palette. Yeah, it does look like fall. Yeah, there's not a leaf in Philly right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is we need a version with no leaves. All right, here's downtown Philadelphia. When I was based here, I used to watch the progress of the ships being built here in this shipyard as we'd be flying in so much. We're going to stay on this wing view here as we go over Lincoln Financial Field. Listen to the engines, though. That is awesome. Boris outdid himself again, man. If you close your eyes and I stop talking, which is hard for me to do after this third coffee, it's basically real life. Diabetic lad. That's good, diabetic lad. More drag on that airplane than the entire city of San Francisco. Oh my gosh. Here we go. There's Lincoln Financial. Please, Eagles, win. Beat the refs. Beat the refs, Philly. Ooh, we saw... How's our shadow looking down there? Look at that. That looks cool. All right, let's actually hand fly. All right, recording is on. So hand flying is on. Auto throttle is off. I have control. Rock solid, baby. 2020 flight model. Love it. Let's go, Logan. We got this. We're going in for the greaser here. Although flaps 40 is not really conducive to greasing, is it?
400.
Stable target, sync 5. Raise your hand if you remember that call out for US Airways.
400. 300.
Man, 2020 feels like it's on rails.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
$50, $30, $20, $10.
Check. Close. Hold the attitude. Oh my goodness. Reverser. That was a flight deck to sim butter if I've ever seen it. Reverse green. Decel. There we go. Let's get full reverse in there. Missed the turn off. Stow it. Keep it rolling fast. Keep it rolling. We'll keep it rolling. Thought this was flight deck to sim. Yeah, see how the winds aren't even blowing and I'm like kind of starting to S-turn a little bit. Taking this way too fast probably. I don't know where the ground speed readout is in this. 20 knots. Yeah, we took that a little hot. Let's clear here. We'll double back. Philly traffic Cactus 357. We'll clear a 18 right. Philly. Hear that nose wheel scrubbing? All right. I think that was acceptable.
18 right in Philly.
What did we just land? Not 18 right. What did we land? 17 right?
Philly traffic, American 442 short final 27 right.
27 right. Duh. We've got somebody on short final. Oh, but you know what? I don't think I can see traffic because I didn't see the guy behind me when we took off, so. I thought I was in DFW. You're right. Clean them all the way up. Man, you're right. I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking Dallas. I think, you know what? I think in a weird roundabout way, I was thinking I'm going back to my base because I used to be based in Philly, but I'm not. And I was thinking I cross thought Philly and Dallas. I don't know where we're going. Let's go over here. I just love the taxi sounds.
American 442 clear 27 November.
Jeez, as the engines spool down, you get that harmonic buzz. My teeth are vibrating. Butter the flap 40, put your guppy bit in. The sorting hat has spoken. Thank you, Full Flap. Appreciate you, man. See, we get Full Flap's blessing. We're gonna land. We're gonna go bid the 737 now. I'm gonna leave the lights on because that's gonna be a pain for replay. So let's just leave the lights on. United 737 FO soon. Get the hell out of here, turd.
Cactus 104 is on 4
Is it cabin model? George, yes, it is modeled. It is indeed, my friend.
Right.
The PMDG is a fully modeled, fully complete, wonderful add-on. This is the 737-600 variant. I feel like I'm breaking that nose wheel. I don't know who did this Philly, but the color on this wall just brings back the memories, man. Like this just, I can smell this exterior walk around here in Philly. Landing imminent. Since we're the short bus, I guess we take it all the way up to the front line. Erp! Ooh, premature erp. I don't know if Wingnut would approve of that. Brakes are set. I don't think any of my 3D traffic is being modeled. I think my, yeah, I can't see anybody, so I can't watch anyone's landings. I apologize for those that flew along with me here. I don't have proper MTL model matching in Dead Sim 2020. But what I do have is some good replay stuff. So let's go ahead and disconnect. And let's see how that landing looked at flaps 40. Chat? Chat? The recording did not record. What the heck? I think because... No, it's not frozen. The sim is still fine. No, I hit record. But when I hit record, it's not recording the sim because I think this flight recorder is bound to 2024. I think it has to be in the other community folder. I really wanted to see that flap 40 landing too. Yeah, Vodka, it's recording 2020. Well, I tell you what we'll do. Let's listen to shutdown sounds. Let's listen to shutdown sounds. We'll wait for the APU to come on and then we'll shut them down. No evidence of butter is no butter. I know. I pulled a full flap sim on this one. I know what it's doing. It's recording. It's looking at 2024 because we use Flight Recorder for 2024. I haven't modified it to go back to 2020. That's what it is. 2020 is officially dead to me too, Captain McGee. All right, APU's coming up on bus. Here we go. Let's do this. Did you hit the record? Yeah, AJ, I did, man. I did. I turned the knob. Thanks for the $3 super chat, AJ. Again, appreciate you. Yeah, I hit it because I just tested it again. I just hit record again, and it's just not picking up the sim. It says recording, but it's not picking up the simulator. All right, here we go. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. V1 Rumsfeld. Appreciate you, bud. Spooling down. Looking good. Oh, listen to that. Flight attendants, disarm jurors and cross-check all call.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Philadelphia. Your baggage claim will be at Carousel 4 at Terminal D. Carousel 4, Terminal D, welcome to Philadelphia. Thank you.
All right, that's it. All right. There's nothing else we can do, y'all. The only thing you can do now is go pick yourself up the sound pack. All right? Go pick yourself up the sound pack from Orbix Direct. Link is at the top. Appreciate Boris Audio Works for making this sound pack and bringing. I gotta tell you, if this airplane was in 2024, we'd be flying another leg right now. The only reason I don't want to fly another leg right now is because I gotta get some lunch and I gotta set up for Barry Sea Logistics. But I am going to be very tempted to come back to 2020 to fly this. So outstanding work, Boris Audio Works. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for the super chats, the bank angle checks, the celebrity stop by Full Flap Sim. You guys are awesome. What time are we, or what are we flying in BS Logistics? Oscar, I think we're going to fly the PC-12. I don't want to do the PC-24. I want to do a PC-12 flight. I don't know where or what we're going to do yet, but we're going to probably be in the PC-12. So You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the support. I'll catch you later at the Barry Seal Logistics Live at 3:30 Central. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. See yous in chat. Alpha Zulu 77 is coming up next. Soup!